Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man who ran a 10-mile round trip to buy a used DVD of Anaconda, Jay Clute.
Hi, Mark. And this Saturday, I'll be running a round trip 10 miles to return a faulty used DVD of Anaconda because it did not work.
Oh my gosh! So
I had to stream it.
I want you to know that your effort has bought you a lifetime pass on Movies, Films, and Flicks.
Thank you.
I will keep this podcast going for as long as you want to keep recording, just because you did that. So,
Nice.
Whenever you want to record, you have a lifetime pass now. You've earned it.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get in shape this year, and I can, like, part of my routine. People always say, like, diet and exercise, that's how you get fitter, and that makes sense. But the Movies, Films, and Flicks podcast is an integral part of my health regime. During that run, I was listening to your last episode.
Nice. Which one was that? Demon Knight?
No, it was. This is. It was the one. God, this is bad.
The football draft?
Yes, it was. No, yeah, it was football draft, and then after that one, you've done one since then.
Oh goodness. Oh, Phantom.
Yes, yeah, that's the one. Football draft, and then the Phantom I listened to going for a run yesterday morning.
Nice.
So,
Yep.
see, I run listening to you, Mark.
Yeah, so you got a lifetime pass. I'm telling you. I will keep this thing going.
Well, I'll keep on coming back.
All right.
As long as there's aquatic-based horror films to talk about, I'll keep on coming.
And so we're continuing our saga here. We started with Deep Blue Sea. Now we're on this. Then we have Lake Placid. Then we have Piranha 3D. Then we have Swim Fan.
Yep, our soggy saga continues.
Soggy saga. Oh, that makes me so happy. Now I got to tell you about, we're talking about staying in shape. I hope that I look like Jon Voight in Anaconda when I'm Jon Voight's age when he made this movie. Because
I hope I never look like Jon Voight in this
No,
film.
but he's intimidating in this film, and he's in his 50s. You look at him and you're kind of like, this guy, Jon Voight's got it in this movie.
I mean,
Paul Cerrone he's a man amongst men.
He has a presence, I'll give you that. But I wouldn't say it's a positive one. It's a memorable one. It stays with you. It's intimidating is the right word to use, but it's not one I wish to imitate.
I love this role because we were talking about this earlier. He made decisions, Jay. He made.
Shouldn't have. Someone should have said, back it up a little bit, John. What accent are you doing exactly?
Because he's from Paraguay, but he's not. But there's a Creole in there. It really changes.
I mean, the previous year he'd worked with Jean Reno on Mission Impossible, and I don't know if he just kind of folded some of that in there.
Wow.
Got a little bit of French going on, but then Jean Reno himself is originally Spanish with a French accent. So, and maybe he spent some time with Danny Trejo, who is dubbed over in this.
Yeah, that was
with
weird.
Some other accent. He's like a mixture of every other accent in the film. You take every other accent, all their natural accents, and just merge them together. You kind of get Paraguay-ish.
It's perfect.
It's a decision.
Yeah. But that's why this movie, I feel, holds up. Because I watched this again, and I had the biggest smile on my face. There's a scene where a 40-foot anaconda barfs a monkey. There's a scene where...
On to Jonathan Hyde.
The greatest look of all time when Jon Voight is staring at J-Lo. This movie also has a cat. Oh, wait, I gotta ask you a question, Jay.
Yeah.
How did you feel about Gary, the sound guy's heel turn?
Owen Wilson.
I love they keep calling him Gary. Where's Gary?
Well, it's an Owen Wilson film from the 90s, so he dies in it. Going in, he's going to die.
Yeah, Armageddon, those kind of
Armageddon, The Haunting.
Yeah.
There's a fourth one, and he was supposed to be in Rushmore, but was cut out and is just a dead character in Rushmore. I can't remember what the
and
fifth one
his
is.
brother gets the best role in Rushmore with the OR scrubs.
Oh, are they? Yes. I was thinking about that the other day. I know he must find out what the other film is where he died. It's not Cable Guy. No.
All right. Well,
we'll skip that.
That's the mystery of Jon Voight's act. It's another mystery we have going on for this episode. But his heel turn, man. I'm starting to sound like Owen Wilson. Whoa.
Wow.
Wow. That's what it is.
Wow.
He went from. Well, he was never a good sound man. When they went out to get sound at night with Kerry, they were gonna
talking the whole time.
Exactly. All the sound he gets is wasted. He is not. So I've worked on reality shows, and I've worked on reality shows in the Everglades, out in the middle of nowhere. And the sound people I'm going off on another tangent, but I worked in film for years, and so watching this film crew with the sound packages, where's the film? Where are the different lenses for this camera? How is she directing? Where are the production assistants? Where's the security? Where's the medic? There's no medic.
I was going to ask, how does it compare to film sets you've been on? But like, there can't be a medic because Jon Voight has to do that emergency tracheotomy, and if there was a medic there, then they would have done that.
I was on, whatever reality show I've ever worked on, there's been medic. Every single one. You don't go shoot these things. And then Eric Stoltz. He's a jerk in this movie. I don't remember him. He's such a jerk. I didn't feel bad for him when Cerrone's like, I hate this guy, Cerrone. But no, all right. So regular, I can say that this is just a movie. So I don't care when The Rock doesn't get a cut when he falls 200 yards onto the ground. But it's very hard for me in tennis movies, because I play tennis, and movies about making movies that I have to fight to not be bothered by them. Like I love Bowfinger because of how absurd it is. And so they're not taking it seriously. But on all these different film sets, there's always these people yelling cut and rolling, but that's not really how, sound speeds. How is a sound guy? They're not even slating. There's no slating.
It's like a lawyer watching anything where I object.
Yeah.
Just the kind of the stereotypical things they shout in films.
And Primal Fear,
I use an example
Linney...
that's not my own, because there's no engineering films, so that would be my go-to. No one's using a self-tapping screw and this is using a machine bolt. I don't care. So that doesn't happen.
Yeah, what was it? Primal Fear, when Laura Linney's just screaming at Edward Norton. And you're like, I'm pretty sure law doesn't work. But so no one's slating. There's no slate to sync the sound with the camera. There's no...
we're skipping over. Why is Jonathan Hyde even there?
Yeah.
Why is this? He's playing the David Attenborough character.
And why did he bring wine and champagne bottles and golf clubs?
He's on this. It's this tiny little raft that's housing 8 people.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be 7, but 8 people, and supposedly there are sleeping quarters for all of them. Or maybe they share, they bunk up or something. But where is all this stuff? Why? How has he got so much stuff with him? But he shouldn't be there. David Attenborough doesn't go to all of the places. He records a lot of the dialogue afterwards. He goes to some of them, sure, but I reckon if there's a mosquito-ridden raft heading down a river in Brazil, he's probably not going to go to that one. And that's B-unit stuff.
That makes it more about him, then. Is this he's the on-camera talent for this one?
Yeah.
Attenborough never did that. So he's not even...
There's a few, but not in this scenario.
Is he trying to be like a Michael Moore type? But he's not hunting people down.
Is he trying to be Steve Irwin?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't get. So it's weird that in a movie where Jon Voight gets barfed and then he winks, that I don't care about that, but I cared about no one slating sound.
Does he wink? He's only got one eye at that point. It could well be a blink. It seems like a wink.
Listen,
it's one of the most famous winks in cinema. I really hope it's a wink, but
Jay, he winks.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. I can't guarantee it, but I guarantee it.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
I don't want to think otherwise. That would really change my life. That would lead me into a Eyes Wide Shut scenario, where Tom Cruise. You know what, Tom Cruise is walking through the city streets and Eyes Wide Shut, just looking depressed and angry. That's what. But I wouldn't engage in the weird stuff he does just because Jon Voight doesn't wink. But still, I hope not. But this movie, man, I have to say, Jennifer Lopez is not a good director in this, and the production manager's not, because they're making fresh salads in the Amazon. They're bringing lettuce.
Are they making it from the Amazon?
Yeah, what?
They're floating past the tree and just grabbing some leaves off of it. But it's supposed to be Jennifer Lopez's first film as a director. She's fresh out of film school or something. Yeah. So I can cut her some slack for not being a good director, because this is her first time.
Oh, you're right.
And she only really got picked for the job because she's in a relationship with Eric Stoltz.
Oh, you make a good point there. And I guess she wouldn't know too much. She came from LA, so she probably directed some good stuff there. But I think that's on her production manager, played by Carrie Warrer. I think she really lets them down, because she's bringing fresh produce on the Amazon.
Yeah, fresh salad, which presumably there's a fridge on board.
And you're not. Keep that in. How are you going to wash those dishes?
In the water with the urethra catfish.
Yeah, there would be. So they don't have any water on board either that you see. So they would have to have a lot of fresh water. Now I could see them making a ramen or something like that with not MRE packets, but yeah, or just food that wouldn't go bad, because travel on the Amazon is not easy. And there's a scene in the beginning where Eric Stoltz, he's like, oh, it's only 55 kilometers. Oh, he goes, oh, it's only 55 kilometers out of the way. No big deal. He's like, better be safe. And I'm like, travel on the Amazon is slow. And
Yeah,
55
you're not
kilometers?
going quick. Like, you don't want to go quick.
I know that's probably what, like 20, no, wait, so like I don't know, like 30 miles? Yeah.
Yeah, 35-ish, yeah.
Like, that's a lot. And when you're talking about driving on, like, twisty roads and watching out for trees, like, that's a day's journey. And he's like, that's fine. But a day's journey is an extra day of wages and missed flights. I'm getting too into this production thing here. And that's not what this movie's about, but I
feel like it should be.
I was like, this documentary is going to be terrible.
The fact that they make it, like, when Eric Stoltz gets fridged with the poison wasp in his mouth, and they decide to instead, let's try and film Jon Voight catching an anaconda. Whenever they do anything, they're not filming it.
Never filming.
Filming it.
Or sound. There's no sound.
Well, once Owen Wilson dies, there's no way of having sound.
Yeah, it's true. Gary.
But when they get to Danny Trejo's boat and Jon Voight, Mateo, and Ice Cube head over to it, Ice Cube takes the camera, doesn't bring it back.
Yeah.
So they can't film anything at that point. Just left it on his boat.
Yeah, and then like he goes, yeah, he puts it into a metal crate. He's like, watch out, I got my camera in there. And I'm like, wait, what? Oh, wait, so did Jon Voight want to kill Stoltz in this movie?
I don't know what Jon Voight's plan is at all. This is where the whole thing falls down. You talk about, like, it's, the rock doesn't get damaged when he falls down a hill or anything. You still need a kind of plot that makes sense. And I don't get what Jon Voight's overall plan is. So I don't think he wants to kill Stoltz. I think he wanted to injure whoever was going to go down and free the boat propeller from the rope. And it just happened to be Stoltz. So fine. It's lucky because they were the two that were having masculinity contests over who had the biggest dick.
Yeah, they were. That was so uncomfortable.
It was. So it just happened to be like fortuitous. It was Stoltz. I think he just wanted to injure him to then give them a reason to take the alternate route to go to the hospital, which is into Anaconda country. But I don't know why he needed to do that anyway, because it's clear that the boat they're on is Mateo's boat.
Mateo would do it.
So Mateo and Voight are in cahoots with Trejo. I don't know if they know Trejo is dead at the start or not. I don't know. He kills himself in the opening scene. But they don't need this other boat because they have Mateo's boat. So they can just take Mateo's boat, go to Trejo's boat, get the weapons, go to the Anaconda, kill it themselves. Why do they need these 7 other people unless it's bait?
But he uses a monkey for bait.
He uses a monkey as bait. Why doesn't he use a monkey as bait? They have a whole dead wild boar.
Oh, yeah.
Why? Unless my only potential theory is the Anaconda Muslim, so it doesn't eat pork.
Oh,
that's the only thing I can think of as to why they couldn't use it. And somehow Jon Voight knows this.
Yeah, because they don't. So when he said snakes don't kill people, then he said they don't. The snake didn't really kill him. So how did he get that scar on his face?
They it attacked. He did it himself for a story. I don't know. You can't trust this guy. He's just maybe a snake tried to kill him and he killed the snake.
Why is Danny Trejo out there by himself if they want to capture it alive? Wait, how did he get out there if that barrier wasn't blown up?
Wasn't the barrier after his boat?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
why would you blow up the barrier?
Well, do we see that it's actually an anaconda that's attacking Trejo?
I mean,
is it not Jon Voight?
Wait, but Jon Voight. So Jon Voight can turn so remember in the Deepest Bluest video where LL Cool J can turn into a shark?
How could I forget?
Do you think Jon Voight? So this is another interesting thing about this movie. Jon Voight was in the priesthood, and then he starts hunting snakes, which we know, in the Garden of Eden, that, the snake tempted Adam and Eve. So we've talked about Deep Blue Sea and then this movie with 2 preachers.
And how does the snake get killed in the end? Ice Cube kills it with a pickaxe. What shape is a pickaxe?
Oh,
that's a cross.
I like Ice Cube in this movie though. He's only great. I love the scene where he's like, I'm gonna throw you guys both off the boat. Like he knows what's going on. I hate the line
of going right now.
Yeah, I hate that line. He's like, I'm going back to L.A. Like that's a stock line because he just walks back into the boat. But I liked him in this movie, man. He was I liked J-Lo in this movie too. I liked.
Oh yeah, She's never been terrible that I've seen. She's been in some bad films. I would chalk this amongst them. But like, she's not a bad actress. She's very good in Out of Sight. I've not seen a lot of the more poorly rated things, but she's fine in the opening scene of Jersey Girl. That I recall. I never saw Gigli. So.
Selena, she's good in. Yeah, Gigli was really bad. But this movie though, right? it made, all right, so I was reading an interview with her that I guess is infamous because she just destroys so many different actresses like Gwyneth Paltrow and Claire Danes. Like, it's pretty awesome if you read it. But she's like, Anaconda pulled in $130 million and brought in a ton of young girls to a B-movie action film. They came there for me. She's like, I got offered that Fools Rush In movie, and I was like, I turned it down, and Salma Hayek took it because I wanted to do this B picture because that Fools Rush In script sucked. Like, she was she called this movie a B. Like, she knew it was a B movie.
Yeah.
And then she was bragging that, like, she's like, a bunch of women, young girls went and saw this movie because of me. This movie Anaconda pulled in, without inflation, right, $275 million.
Holy hell. Is this the highest grossing Eric Stoltz film?
Right? That's
impressive, yeah.
I don't know, I just loved it. And it was directed by the guy who did The Specialist and Sniper, which I kind of like. Billy Zane, Tom Berenger.
See, that sounds like a cast I want to watch. I haven't seen that.
And then another guy who wrote it did Top Gun. Oh, no. Top Gun, Dick Tracy, Turner and Hooch, Anacondas.
He came back for the sequel.
Yeah. Anaconda's The Hunt for the Blood Orchid.
Oh, dear. Have you seen the sequels?
Yeah, we call it Anacondas. I don't watch the direct-to-DVD movies, but I watched the second film, and it was bad.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I dragged a bunch of people to it. So that was not good. Wait, no, can we go back to Jon Voight?
Yes, please.
That scene where he kills Carrie Warrer and then he just dumps her in the water.
When he jumps 6 feet straight in the air with his hands tied behind a pole.
Yes.
That scene.
I want to know. I think he did that stunt by himself.
I mean, I'd love it if he did.
He did.
Okay.
Can we just believe it? There's no extras on these things, so...
I can believe it if they somehow rigged the boat to drop 6 feet and he just kind of had to hover.
So, another thing. You think that it was... as a joke, but you think it was potentially Jon Voight killing Danny? Like, I tell you what, though.
I mean, I don't see why it couldn't be. There's some reason why it doesn't make. Because it doesn't make sense for he and for Voight and Mateo to go to his boat without him, and like the plot doesn't make sense unless they have to get to his boat for some reason.
Because he didn't have any weapons.
Because Mateo, the plan is just screwed. Because the whole going to Trejo's boat, Mateo dies in that scene. So if the whole point was for Voight and his guys and his the Snake Boys to go on a mission together, by the end of the time they've left Trejo's boat, he's the only one left. So maybe he led Mateo there to kill him as well. Maybe this is all some kind of there's a buried treasure out there somewhere, and he's the last one alive to claim it now. I don't know.
He did not want Mateo to die because he's like, Mateo, come on. And then Mateo went, whoa, and slipped into the water. And then the snake grabbed a hold of Mateo's head and snapped it.
Yeah, it was pretty gnarly.
You know what I do like about this movie is that, so the guy who did the creature design also worked on Deep Blue Sea, but anacondas, so I've read up on a lot of them, and obviously an anaconda would never act like this. An anaconda could never stretch 50 feet to grab a man by the head, then reel him up in 20 feet. Oh, we still haven't talked about the waterfall scene. But these anacondas are kind of mean suckers, because I don't know if you know this, but back in the day, you probably heard it on the podcast, but I worked on a documentary about the pythons in the Everglades. So I went out in the Everglades, but there was I don't know if you've heard this on the pod, but there's a guy who was doing the training, and he was talking about how mean anacondas are. And at the same time, an anaconda had gotten kind of loose from its cage and bit him on the hand.
Yeah.
So
is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. But while he was talking about how anacondas are mean suckers, an anaconda bit him on the hand. A green anaconda. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just proving his point, isn't it?
Yeah. So I kind of love it. And I also love that at the beginning of this movie, they make a point. I had to write it down, but they're like, anacondas are amongst the most ferocious and enormous creatures on Earth. They grow up to 40 feet, and they regurgitate their prey to kill and eat again. So the opening dialogue is basically saying anacondas eat things, barf them up, and then attack other things because they think it's fun.
Yeah, basically.
Isn't that awesome?
They just kill for fun.
Isn't that great?
Yeah. I mean, it explains what happens, because otherwise it would be like the anaconda eats Mateo and everyone else is fine because it's digesting him for 4 days. So,
3 months.
So whether it's true or not, it kind of makes sense that it helps make the film work. Otherwise, they'd need an anaconda per character.
It's just eating people and then barfing it and going and eating more.
Oh, I didn't need the camera inside the anaconda.
I was going to say, I needed more of that. What a great that's a cool shot.
It's a like Breaking Bad-esque shot. I didn't need it.
That's where Breaking Bad got it from.
I hope so.
Vince Gilligan. Yeah, he saw Anaconda. And he said, You know when they say like based on a true story or inspired by? Breaking Bad is inspired by Anaconda.
Inspired by Anaconda.
Yep. Because you think about it, these people don't have to make these choices that they make, right? And that's the same thing as Breaking Bad. And then it just ends horribly for everyone.
They could have turned around and gone to the hospital. They would have lost 2 days, but they would have saved their friends' lives. They made that choice.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, let's just hunt down but see, Voight wouldn't have let him turn around, would he have? Why did he need him? Couldn't he?
This is the point. Why did he need them?
Couldn't he have just hey guys, I'm hunting an anaconda that if we catch it alive, it's $1 million. I will pay you this amount of money and come with, right? But I guess there's cutthroats, I guess.
Wait, you'd be like, I will pay you this amount. If you don't agree to this, then I'm gonna slowly kill you all.
Yeah.
With the help of my snaky friend.
Yeah, and Mateo.
And
Danny Trejo.
I
gotta tell you,
assumes it's still alive.
If you're gonna kill somebody in the beginning of the movie to establish that another character is like the villain is a badass, it's awesome killing Danny Trejo.
It is. I mean, what had he been in before this?
Desperado?
He'd just done Heat.
And he was just chucking knives at people on Desperado.
Yeah.
That was a great scene.
So he'd done like a bunch of Robert Rodriguez films. Basically.
Yeah. But like to kill, he just wiped out. So I kind of immediately thought to myself, this snake is legit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it talks. This snake talks. I've never heard a snake
voiced
talk.
Voiced by Frank Welker.
Yes, there is an IMDb credit for the guy, right?
Yeah.
This snake yells. It yells at people.
Well, it looks like a puppet.
Yeah.
Let's be fair. It looks like a reject Muppet.
Well, it broke down most of the time.
Or terrible CGI.
Yeah. I mean, it's
not good.
Yeah. But
I know you're trying to be positive about these films, but the CGI here is not good.
Well, I mean, the CGI, I think we'll both admit that the CGI in this movie and Deep Blue Sea, they're not good.
No, yeah. But apparently this one, it cost $100,000 per second the snake was on screen.
I can see that, though, because this is 96, right? 97. So, like, by then...
We're like 4 or 5 years after, 4 years after Jurassic Park.
Yeah, but...
Which is a bigger budget film, but CGI comparison-wise, is just...
That's a Spielberg picture, though. That's Spielberg height of his powers picture.
And this is a Luis Llosa picture. What's your point?
Yeah, it's true. So 97. Well, like but see, at this time, like, I wonder, this is such an interesting thing because you watch Jurassic Park, right? You watch Independence Day, and then you watch the others 90s movies where the CGI is not nearly as good. And you kind of wonder, pretty much. Like Event Horizon, the opening shot took a year to finish, and a guy quit the industry because of it. Yeah, the CGI is... I do love, though, when the snake goes into the waterfall, and then the guy jumps, and the snake extends 50 feet and catches his head.
That's cool.
Yeah, did you see that coming?
It's a great death. It's a fantastic death.
And I kind of liked how he turned around.
Yeah, well, I mean, but the CGI scenes of the snake, I kind of preferred it when it was a puppet. It wasn't scary at all. But there's just no weight to it. This is a giant snake. It would weigh something. It would be really heavy, but it just as deaths go, that one's fantastic.
I mean,
snakes
are strong. One. Now I have another question. Why are J-Lo and Eric Stoltz pretending that like they're not dating when they're alone?
A better question. Why is Jennifer Lopez dating Eric Stoltz?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Look at them.
But right in the beginning, they're talking like it's just the two of them, and they're role playing. They're not dating. Because later on, they're like, I missed you so much. And she's
I thought that they were dating in the past. Like, they'd had a previous relationship, and he had, like, hired her for this to try and get back together. This is the thing. There's not very much character development on these characters. There's like, real hard and fast setup of, like, these two kind of romantically involved. Gary and Carrie Wura kind of romantically involved a little bit, which their relationship progresses lightning speed.
Yeah.
Whilst they're on this thing. And, Ice Cube is friends with J-Lo, and Jonathan Hyde is British and pompous. Go. That's it. That's all you get for everyone. And Jon Voight has this accent and these eyes and this mouth. That's it. And his hair, this greasy pony. That's kind of the only character development you get for all of them. And there's not a lot. This film is a short film. It's under 90 minutes, including credits. And I feel like they could have added another 10 minutes somewhere of just a bit more backstory, a bit more color to these characters, a bit more anything, just something, just like some. The script's really light on comedy as well. Just like something to be more memorable character-wise. Because got a few decent snake deaths, and but other than Jon Voight, this is why he stands out so much, because everyone else around him is just really bland. They're just kind of a plain character.
Yeah, Gary, his heel turn is very quick, and there's no character. He's just a lazy sound guy.
He's a lazy sound guy. Just wants he's in the jungle, so he's horny. Okay,
yeah. Which
so
we got to find out, right?
What if the jungle makes you really horny? Is that your next data post?
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck with that. I
gotta analyze jungle movies and see what happened.
You start with the African Queen and work from there.
Oh my gosh, bogey on a boat.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. But I don't know about Gary. I don't get his turn. Do you get his turn? I keep going back to this.
I don't like it. No. I don't like it. It felt it's a plot turn rather than it's like a realistic one. It's just, because the Voight offers him, it's like, if you sell this snake, you get $1 million. Who from? Where? How? What? Why? And then Gary has this speech to everyone else, like, we don't know what we're doing here. No one knows what we're doing here. We can try and salvage something with this guy with the snake. And having just watched Deep Blue Sea, talking to you about it, that whole speech, I was expecting him to be killed. Just because it really felt like the Sam Jackson speech from Deep Blue Sea. It's just like, you think water's fast? You should see snakes. And a snake comes out and grabs him in the face, pulls him off.
I do like, he's like, we don't know shit about shit out here.
Yeah, and neither do I.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been sweet if he got... Oh, man. Yeah, but I do like when he's swimming away with Gary and you can see Gary's face.
Oh, yeah, with the Han Solo and Carbonite kind of thing. Just the impressions through the snake skin.
And that snake can squeeze a jaguar's eyeball out of its head.
But it can't squeeze the features off of Owen Wilson's face. They stay on there as it passes through his abdomen.
I love this movie. Hey, let's take a break.
Okay.
And then we'll come back and we'll talk more about how I love this movie so much. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks, and we got to talk about the monkey being barfed onto Mr. Jonathan.
Yes, we do.
I mean, that's amazing, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the only film that I've seen where a snake vomits a monkey onto Jonathan Hyde, onto Mr. Ismay from Titanic.
Onto Warren.
Yes, onto Warren. Was it Warren Westridge?
Yeah, and if you ever did a drinking game, just take a shot every time Jon Voight says Westridge.
Well, this is one of those films where you take a drink anytime somebody says a name. It's like that's the West Wing drinking game is you drink anytime somebody says a name, a place, like a rank. Sorry, or anytime somebody walks through a doorway. And it's impossible to make it one episode, I think.
Oh, I like that. Gary gets said about 15 times in this film.
Yeah. Where's Gary? Gary, where are you? Gary, come back, Gary. Gary's dead. Oh, no one liked Gary. It's fine.
Yeah, and then everyone just sort of forgets about Gary.
But apparently, Carrie Wurst's character is called Denise. I never heard anybody say Denise the entire film. In my notes, she is woman.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't know anything else about her other than, like, production manager.
Salad lady. She's the lady. She's the one who brings salad. I don't get it. I didn't have any salad
you
when I was out.
You gotta have a salad lady. You're out on the Amazon. You gotta get your vitamins. Don't go getting scurvy.
Now, I know one of the talent had to have Monster energy drinks when we were out in the Everglades, but that just meant they had to buy a couple cases of it and just keep it out there. And that's non-perishable.
Is that the kind of reputation that you want to have as a known figure? I'm not going to ask who it is, but as somebody who, like, they're the talent, so they're going to be known. Do you want to be known for the person who wants a crate of Monster? Like, that's the story that all the production assistants are going to go home with. It's like, oh yeah, this guy just drinks Monster all the time.
It was Monster Java.
Yeah, it got worse. I didn't think it could get worse, but it got worse.
And it made Westridge seem like a pretty chill dude. Because he knows how to steer the boat. Wait, if he knows how to steer the boat, why'd he make Ice Cube do it?
He didn't make Ice Cube do it. Ice Cube wanted to learn. So that was their bonding moment. Because there are odds earlier on when, like, Ice Cube's playing his music too loud and is throwing off Westridge's golf because he wants to play golf on this stupid raft. And then later on, of course, Westridge loves opera. So they're showing their like real different opposite personalities. But then they've been through some shit together. They're being attacked by a giant snake. They've lost people. They've lost Gary and Mateo. So now they kind of bond with, they're talking about what they're going to miss, what they want to get back to. Of course, Jonathan Hyde wants to get back to 18 holes of golf and a quadruple gin and tonic because British people are all pompous shits. This is one of those films where I get aggravated when they throw in like a token British person and everyone hates them. They're just real posh. It's Independence Day syndrome. There's that scene in Independence Day when all the British soldiers when they get the Morse code going.
Yeah.
And And there's the British soldiers there, and they read it, and it's like, the Americans have got an idea. It's about bloody time. That's not how we all talk. Really. And we're not just sat around waiting for the Yanks to get on and fix everything. We're probably trying to do something ourselves, honestly. But yeah, they have that scene where he's like, they're reminiscing about what they miss. They've been away from civilization for 3 days?
Yeah, at least.
It's not like they've been on a desert island for 2 years and just dreaming about KFC. I know, they've just... so they have that scene, and Ice Cube says he shows an interest in learning how to sail the
steer
drive,
boat? Yeah,
captain the boat.
Yeah, there it is.
I'm not a boat guy. And so yeah, it doesn't make him. It's their bonding moment. It's one of the very few character moments in this entire film.
Did you notice that whenever Jon Voight was on screen, it was mostly a one shot? It was just him in the frame. It was a single shot of Voight. So
I think he may have gone a bit method, and so his clothes and his hair probably didn't smell all that nice.
Yeah.
So the other actors probably didn't want to be around him. Also, there's just, if he's method in that character, no thank you. I'm good. I don't want to be around that character.
Yeah, there's no over-the-shoulder shots with him involved. It's just him on screen by himself saying things. I like that.
Are there many shots with him and the rest of the cast at all?
I mean, there's a couple wide shots, but when you look at him staring at J-Lo or saying lines like, they don't, it's just him. It's just single shots of him with no one else in the camera. So part of me wonders if he just showed up in the beginning of the day and shot his scenes and left.
Or could it be an Eric Stoltz Back to the Future kind of thing where they recast him like halfway through the film and they just reshot all of his bits and no one else's?
Wait, Jon Voight?
It was originally Michael J. Fox.
Oh, wait, Michael J. Fox was Jon Voight?
Yeah, he was originally Paul Theron. He had a very different take on it.
Wow. That's unneeded. Could you imagine that? Michael J. Fox is a
Paraguayan
snake hunter.
As a Paraguayan snake hunter, former priest.
Oh, that's yeah.
Who gets eaten by a snake and then winks at J-Lo at the end. Yeah, it would make the scene where J-Lo tries to seduce him a lot more palatable.
Did he fail out of the priesthood?
He said he wasn't a failed priest. I think he just found his calling elsewhere. I think he was a successful priest, but maybe they weren't too appreciative of his methods.
Yeah.
Of like spearfishing.
Yeah,
when he should have been doing a sermon or something.
Yeah, he was not. He did his own. He was a rogue priest.
And there's the eulogy that he gives to Gary, which is the most half-assed eulogy I've ever seen, just kind of tossing some leaves in the water and heading away, and that's it.
Well, it's Gary.
So, yeah, maybe he's just not good at it.
I think no one really cared about Gary.
No one cared about Gary.
He would have done a nicer thing for, Danny, Ice Cube's character. Yeah.
But Mateo's his friend, and he gets nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Like, everyone's like, he could be lost. I'm like, how is Mateo lost?
Of all the people on this boat, he's one of the two who would not be lost.
Yeah.
He knows the river.
When Jon Voight shows up, was Mateo surprised?
It was the plan. It was the plan all along. Had to have been. Otherwise, he'd have said something.
Yeah. What's going on with Mateo?
He's dead now, Mark.
They don't treat him very well.
Well, he's from second one. He's an antagonistic character in that he's kind of leching over J-Lo.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Just I like. It's like, all right, calm down.
Who hired him? The production manager, I guess.
Stoltz.
Yeah,
maybe Stoltz. I'm not entirely sure. Like, Stoltz is kind of funding the whole thing. He's after this tribe. Why is it even being? I'm not quite sure why he wants it to be filmed, because it seemed like he just wanted to like go there and like I don't know. It's a weird.
You just summed it up then. So he hired J-Lo. Just hey, come down here, direct this, bring a camera guy. I'll hire Gary Sound, whatever. But he just wanted to reconnect with her, and then he wanted to get some footage of him seen with the tribe. He didn't really care about a documentary, right?
Okay, yeah.
But then why would he hire Jonathan Hyde?
Maybe Gary's not even an actual sound guy.
I don't think he was.
That's why he's not using the clapper thing.
Yeah.
He just has like, they have this boom. Here you go, here's a boom. It's not plugged in. Don't worry about it. Just pretend.
And
that's why they're going out to get some wild sound, but they're not. They're just going out to have sex in the forest, the jungle.
In the middle of the Amazon with there's they don't show any gators or bull sharks.
It's just anacondas. Well, there's is it a panther or puma or the big cat?
Yeah, and there's a boar. But in the water, you don't want to get in that water.
Well, they mentioned the kangaroo RQ, the catfish that goes up the urethra. That was a weird scene. If you mention that, you feel like it's going to come up. But they mention it, and then Ice Cube was like, no, thank you. I'm good. And then the next scene, he's in the water heading to Danny Trejo's boat.
Yeah,
Did he do nothing?
They forgot about that. It just has to get cut out of your urethra.
Yeah, that's ugh. No.
I don't know. You raised some interesting points.
Thank you.
And I'm thinking about that bridge again. Why they blow it up?
Oh, well, they wanted to get through that way, and it was more of a wall than a bridge.
Yeah,
because it was designed to keep them out.
And Gary got the dynamite all wet before he lit it.
He just dunked it. Well, I love when they have when like Jon Voight has a bag of dynamite, as you do. When he opens the bag, Gary's like, "Is that real dynamite?" It's like, "What's that?" No, it's a big bag of fake dynamite. Got Acme written on the side.
Also, there's a scene where Gary's doing sound and he's holding the boom in the worst imaginable way possible.
He's not a real sound guy. He's just a stooge that Stoltz found to try and distract the other woman on the ship so that he and Jennifer Lopez can get together.
Wow, this is an expensive thing for him. And I guess he succeeded in the end. Do you think he Kaiser Sose'd all of this?
He swallowed the poison wasp himself.
It could have been. It could have. What do you think?
I like to think he tried the Kaiser Sose the whole thing, but he didn't count on Jon Voight doing his own Kaiser Sose and trying to kill Stoltz.
Yeah.
Or trying to get Stoltz out of the picture. Yeah, that's it. Okay, Stoltz's plan was to get with J-Lo. Jon Voight was on board with the plan until he saw J-Lo, and he's like, "It's been a long time since I was with a woman."
Oh, yeah.
And he then wanted to take Stoltz out of the picture.
I do like the double bluff.
I apologize to any Paraguayans.
I do love the double bluff. Yeah, no, that was great. You did better than Jon Voight did. I do like, though, when he's like, hole in one asshole.
Asshole in one. Yeah.
Oh, asshole in one. That was a good double bluff that J-Lo pulled off. So
because Voight didn't expect the British guy to be on it.
Yeah.
He just thought it'd be her and Ice Cube.
I like that Voight's like, I'm just going to get some smooching even though I know this is a trap.
He just pulled her in for a second kiss. Oh, that's disgusting.
I felt terrible for J-Lo. And then he pulls her in, and then...
Do you reckon that was scripted? The second kiss?
No, he was getting what he could.
Yeah.
And I like that. I do like that Hyde came in. And I like the mark that got left on Voight's head was of the putter or whatever he used, the iron.
Yeah,
that was good effects.
Yeah, and it was a callback. This is why he bought the golf clubs, to protect J-Lo, just in case.
Oh, so he's the bodyguard.
Yeah, he's the bodyguard.
That's interesting.
He's the muscle. Jonathan Hyde is the hired muscle on a boat that has Ice Cube. Jonathan Hyde is the hired muscle.
Now, when they went to catch the snake with the monk, their plan was to have it swallow the monkey and then shine lights on it with one person?
Yeah, well, they had like four. They shone like 4 lights on it. Again, no one is filming this.
Nope.
No one is filming it.
No.
The whole point is that they film it.
Gary let him down a lot on that. And Carrie Werr, she was really destroyed by the whole thing.
She was destroyed by Gary being killed. Also, Gary's heel turn, because bear in mind, she's in a relationship with this guy, and he's suddenly turned against the whole crew, and like at one point he's held a gun on his former friends.
Yeah, he is holding a gun. The supposed sound man.
Yeah, the fake sound, the stooge, the sound stooge.
He never puts lavs on him either. There's no wireless mic.
Is that what lavs are?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I'm not in the business, Mark.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
My bad. Why don't you know that? Gary wouldn't know what that is, so it's fine.
No, there we go. Gary's my way into this film. So I know what Gary knows. I know which end of a mic to hold, a boom to hold.
And
that's about it.
Why didn't the dart work that got shot into the Anaconda? It got shot right into its mouth. A big dart.
Maybe. Well, bear in mind that Jon Voight, who is smaller than an Anaconda, gets hit with the same kind of dart later and it falls off. So it didn't work on him either. So maybe it wasn't in the snake long enough. Maybe it needed to, if what's her name? If Carrie Werr hadn't fallen into the water, the snake was distracted, then the movement of it heading back round to find her, maybe that dislodged the dart somehow. So it wasn't in long enough.
It bought a faulty dart? He bought faulty darts?
The darts might be fine. They just weren't in there for long enough for it to activate. But this is a 40-foot snake.
Yeah, you're right. And the snake spit the thing at J-Lo.
Yes.
How funny would that be if the snake spit it and then it hit someone with the dart?
That would be very funny. I can see it hitting like Jonathan Hyde and him just being knocked out for the rest of the scene.
Wouldn't that be amazing? Oh yeah, you're right, because later on they shoot Voight and then Ice Cube or Danny goes, "Oh, the dart fell out of him."
Yeah, in the ADR line to explain what happened, because someone watched it. Were like, "What happened to the dart? Didn't he get hit with the dart?" So Ice Cube come back and said, "The dart fell out of his back."
I can guarantee that Gary did not record that ADR line.
No, because he was dead.
So I know you want this Anaconda alive, but even if you do kill it and take a picture, you're going to become famous.
Well, there's already a picture of him with Mateo and Trejo holding a big snake, not as big as the Anaconda, but
yeah,
that was probably a pre-internet age.
I mean, imagine bringing that snake back and taking pictures with it with people. That's National Geographic.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Voight should have compromised with bring back a dead snake. Like, yeah, you probably you'll get more for a live snake. You can sell it to the circus or something. I don't know, or a zoo. Because people go to the zoo to see a 40-foot snake.
Yeah, but eating sound guys.
Yeah, or fake sound guys. Watch it eat this fake sound guy, then spit him up and eat him again.
Gary. Oh man. Now, the final plan that he has, does he know that they're going to show up at that factory and look for gas in there?
Well, that's where they're heading. I think that's the ultimate destination, is to go there, because that's where the second Anaconda is. So maybe he knows that's the kind of the mating ground of the big Anaconda. This little one that keeps attacking them, that's just kind of an extra if he gets that one. They're heading for the big one in the snake factory, where there's lots of little snakes as well.
Who built that factory? It's very...
The snakes.
It's very far out there.
It is. I doubt it was the tribe. If it was the tribe, then I'm sorry, but I doubt it's the kind of the people in the mist that Stoltz is after. Maybe it was maybe it was built there, and then the Amazon came up around it. No, that's not how history works.
Yeah,
that didn't happen.
That's a big. I think it was probably like a sawmill, maybe like a wood.
Yeah. There's some.
But who transported that there?
Werner Herzog.
Oh, yeah, he did do a boat, didn't he?
Yeah, he did a boat.
That's
over a mountain.
That's a perfect answer. So Werner Herzog created that.
Yeah,
I buy it. I buy
that. Imagine Werner Herzog's Anaconda.
It'd be amazing.
It'd be fantastic.
I mean, he had a reptile in Bad Lieutenant. Remember the iguana scene?
Yeah. Instead of Jon Voight, we'd have Klaus Kinski, and I feel like it might be a better film.
Jeez Louise. I mean, he made Nosferatu. That was really good.
I love that. That might be my favorite version.
Oh man,
I love his Nosferatu.
And with the same cast. Oh
yeah.
My gosh. How fast is this Anaconda?
Well, the CGI scene where it gets Mateo, I think it's that scene where the snake just kind of, it shoots off into the distance, but it's like a static image of the snake moving backward. Pretty quick. Snakes are fast.
Yeah,
this is why people don't like snakes. Snakes are pretty quick.
Now, at the end, how tall is the Anaconda? Because Ice Cube stabs it in the back with...
Yep. Nails it with a cross.
Nails it with the cross, and then it goes all the way up the smokestack. So...
with its tail nailed down, I don't know if snakes' muscles work like that. I'd love it if they do, but I don't think they do.
So is that a 100-foot snake at the end?
I mean, maybe it can stretch. Maybe it's like Mr. Fantastic.
Oh. I also love how it's very good with its tails taking out people's legs.
Yeah. But taking out it knocks lots of stuff over.
Yeah.
They both. Yeah. And then it turns into the Human Torch when it's like on fire at the end.
Oh, I love it. And it jumps out at the end when you think it's dead.
Well, you'd think blowing up a smokestack in which the snake is stretched out and exploding the whole thing would probably kill the snake, but evidently not. I was kind of hoping that it didn't re-eat Jon Voight, did it? It had left him out, so he's gone. But had it eaten him, had Voight been inside the snake at that point, would he have survived? Like, been protected by this explosion-proof snake?
I'd like to think that Voight is still alive out there. Cerrone is still alive.
Winking.
Yep. That was gross. He melted quick.
Yeah, he was partially digested.
But in like 2 minutes.
Yeah. Unless it was juices. Maybe it was just covered in like stomach juices.
He got eaten in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, which you think, like, if a camera can survive in there long enough to not disintegrate whilst filming, it would take a little while longer for a human to be eaten. But
I love this movie. Now, where does this rank? All right, so Deep Blue Sea is obviously
below Deep Blue Sea.
All right, and it's below Deep Blue Sea. It's below Tremors of 1990s. What
Yes.
Is it better than like a Congo? It's better than Deep Rising.
Oh, I love Congo.
Okay,
so it's not better than Congo.
It's
Congo
better
is a guilty pleasure.
Deep Rising. It's better than.
I haven't seen Deep Rising.
Oh, it's bad. Jet skis.
Then I will assume it's better than Deep Rising.
Yeah, so it's someone said it's like on par with Tremors and Deep Blue Sea. And I'm like, you're smoking.
Yeah, that person's high.
Now, hey, on Movies, Films, and Flicks, I asked people who their favorite 1990s villains were because I think that, obviously, Paul Cerrone is number one of the entire decade.
I'm gonna disagree with you, but fine.
Now,
for me, it's all about Caledon Hockley from Titanic.
Oh, dude, Billy Zane?
I love Billy Zane in Titanic.
Yeah, so good.
He's amazing.
So on Movies, Films, and Flicks, someone wrote Billy Zane in Demon Knight, which I think he's a very good villain. And then someone asked us a question. They said, is Gary Oldman a better villain in The Professional or The Fifth Element?
Better villain. I think he's a better villain in The Professional or Leon, as it's called here. I certainly quote him more from that film.
Everyone! Yep.
It's great. I think that one he's more of a hittable villain. in The Fifth Element, there's so much else going on. There's so many colourful characters in that film that he kind of gets a little bit lost. He never gets completely lost. Gary Oldman in villain mode never gets completely lost, but Leon is a much more pared down film, so he gets more of a chance to be a villain.
Yeah, just the scene where he's biting into the pills.
Yeah.
And just his frustration. And, you know, on set, when they're like, hey, can you bring the extras? And you're like, yeah, how many do you need? Then someone would every time play the clip. Everyone! Yeah, I think that's, and he kills, Leon at the end. But you're right, when you talk about Fifth Element, and sorry if you're the person, but no one ever goes, oh yeah, Gary Oldman, right?
Yeah, there's so many other things you talk about before you get to him.
Yeah. All right, so then
again, he's not bad in it. He's great in it.
Oh, it's just yeah, he's not bad in anything, I would say. I haven't seen Tiptoes though. I want to watch that movie.
I'll come back for it.
Oh, let's do it. And then someone wrote Brian Dennehy in Gladiator, which I haven't watched. John Malkovich. Oh, is John Malkovich a better villain in Con Air or Rounders?
I mean, if the question features is someone a better something in Con Air, or the answer is they're better in Con Air.
Yeah, he's so good.
No matter
in
who
Con
it
Air.
is, what the role is, or what the comparison is. Con Air.
He's so good in Con Air.
Con Air's great.
And then, yeah, I mean, if he'd had Oreos in Con Air, he would have been better.
True. Let's see. I've only watched Rounders once, and Rounders is fine. But what I remember from it is Malkovich, and more specifically Malkovich's accent. A lot of accent talk on today's show.
Oh yeah.
But Con Air, like Cyrus the Virus, is great. He's got that great line like sayonara.
Yeah.
He's like the smartest guy in the world, and to have that ready, unless his name's Cyrus, people just call him Cy all the time. He's probably got that chambered. Like that's just ready to go. Whenever I kill anybody, they always say Cy to me first. So I just have that Anara dead.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, he's my favorite part of Rounders, but I like him better in Con Air.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's so good. I want Oreos now. All right, now Stephen Dorff in Blade. Someone loved that. The bratty club kid charisma. I thought that was cool. Someone wrote Tommy Lee Jones in Under Siege, Dennis Leary in Judgment Night, Wesley Snipes in New Jack City, Gary Oldman in most 90s movies, and Eric Gordon in Shooter McGavin, which Shooter McGavin's a great villain.
Yeah.
Have you seen this movie? Someone wrote, one will never find a better 90s villain than Bruce Dern in Diggstown.
No.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. So that's what Adam Hodgins wrote. Adam's on the pod a lot. He said Diggstown, so I'm gonna have to look into that. Someone wrote, Hiroyuki Tagawa from Mortal Kombat, Russell Crowe in Virtuosity. And then Simon Phoenix from Demolition Man.
Hell yes.
Dude, that got a ton of likes. That's the
Hell
number.
yes.
And then, Philly Trainer, he wrote Demolition Man, of course. Dan Aykroyd in Grosse Pointe Blank. I do love that scene though. He's like, I'll trade you, and he gets his head smashed with a TV. Someone brought up Michael Shannon in Premium Rush. That came out this decade.
Yeah, it's not a 90s film. He's a great villain, but it's not. I mean, it feels like a 90s film.
Yeah.
But if it had been, then that might be my answer, because Michael Shannon's fantastic.
He is great in that movie. I mean, that's a
Con Air remake with Michael Shannon in the John Malkovich role. Take my money.
Holy crap.
In all of the roles.
Who would be Nicolas Cage? Chris Pine?
Michael Shannon.
Oh.
Chris Pine could do it. I feel like he might be too big at this point.
Yeah.
Con Air is a huge ensemble. So you need someone a bit smaller.
Iko Uwais in Nick Cage's role.
Hell yes.
Let's do it.
But then you can't believe anybody could defeat him.
No.
The great thing about Nick Cage is he's clearly the hero, but you feel like there's these more powerful people around him. Iko Uwais, you just watch him thinking, he's got this. No one else needs to help.
That's funny that you say that, because
Bubba's going to be fine.
You're absolutely right. I was watching Triple Threat, and he was fighting, Black Dynamite. He was fighting,
Michael
Jai White.
Yeah.
And Michael Jai White is huge in Triple Threat. And while he's fighting Iko Uwais, I just kept thinking, Iko's got this. But I don't think there's any other actor on the planet that I would could think that could happen. Does that make sense?
It's kind of the reverse of which I've just done a podcast on some of the Roger Moore Bond films, and watching The Man with the Golden Gun. There's a scene where Roger Moore gets to a dojo, and he's entered into a competition to fight against the martial artist. And I'm watching and thinking, I just feel sorry for James Bond here, because he's this old man being beaten up by this younger, more athletic martial artist. I just feel bad. It's the exact opposite. He's just this old guy. And I know that Roger Moore only gets older in these films. It just gets worse and worse the more I see somehow he defeats these younger, more powerful, more athletic people. And I just feel bad for the guy.
So let me get this straight. You're saying Eco UA for Bond.
Oh, hell yes. I mean, Henry Golding is my pick for the next Bond. But if he doesn't want to do it, then he ways.
I said that. Henry Golding. I like McFadden or Richard Madden. Richard Madden after watching Bodyguard.
See, after watching Bodyguard, I was like, no, I can't see him as Bond. I didn't like him in Bodyguard.
Ooh. I'm with you.
I don't know why.
Henry Golding.
I feel like Richard Madden would just do a Connery impression. Not just because he's Scottish. I mean, partially because he's Scottish, but I just feel like he's just trying to be Connery. And I want someone to do something, their own thing.
I mean, Henry Golding. I love that casting. Do it.
Yeah.
Book it. I have three left for you. Angus McFadden in Warriors of Virtue. Never heard of that.
Nope.
And then Mommy and Daddy in People Under the Stairs. Very good villains. Over the top.
Yeah.
Underrated movie. The Plague and Hackers. Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
People Under the Stairs is fantastic. Yeah. I can recommend that.
That's an underrated movie.
Yeah. So Wes Craven.
Yeah, but Cerrone is the number one. I have a picture. I'm just looking at his little tilted head. Eyes squinted. Looks like he
see right up his nose.
I wish he would have had a toothpick in this movie at all times.
I can see that. I'm surprised he doesn't. It's one of those things where you look back, you think back and think, yeah, he had a toothpick. He must have done. It's the Berenstein Bears kind of thing.
Hey, so do you have any final thoughts about Anaconda?
I think we covered everything. So we talked a lot about this film.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I got my Christianity comparison in there.
That was great.
Nailing to the cross, or nailing with a cross. Yeah, I just would like, I mean, things have gotten better, but I just like B movie makers, or all movie makers in general. Just because, you don't have to have a token Brit in there, but if you do, don't make him a twat. Like, doesn't have to be some pompous, he drinks his wine out of a chalice. He brought a silver chalice on board this raft with him.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
I don't know where they're sleeping.
No, I'd like a bit more detail on just the layout. This is how Deep Blue Sea is great. I picked up my drink then to have a sip out of it, and then I just got turned onto a tangent. I put it back down again. I'll get back to that. This is where Deep Blue Sea is great, because there's a scene where Sam Jackson goes down in the lift, and they have in the elevator, and they have the whole exposition about this and about the whole undersea facility. You get a real feel for the place. They spend like 95% of the film on this raft, and I have no idea what's where.
Wow.
I don't need a cross-section diagram. It'd be nice. I don't need one, but just a scene of a one shot, walking around the boat.
There's none of that.
A bit more character development in it.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm just happy that Jon Voight made the decisions he did.
Yes. I think if you take out Jon Voight, or if you replace him with, I don't know, Jon Voight doing his normal voice, and turning up just in a freshly clean t-shirt and shorts, then it would be a lesser film. It would be far less remembered. He is the most memorable part of this film. He makes Anaconda. It's not the Anaconda that makes it. It's Jon Voight. So without his decisions, we probably wouldn't be talking about it today.
I can't say that any better. You nailed it. That should be said on the poster. I love it. All right, well, this is fun, man. Thanks for recommending this. I'm looking forward to Lake Placid.
Lake Placid, yeah, that's next.
It's going to be good. All right, cool.
First time watch with me.
Oh, I can't wait. I want to see how you liked it. We'll have to save it for the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So for me, Mark Hoffmeyer. Oh wait. Also, make sure to head to the Large Association of Movie Blogs to check out the site. If you are a writer and if you do have a website, if you have a blog, become part of the LAM. I've been part of it for how long? 4 years?
Yeah, about that.
5 years? When was the first time I was on your podcast?
It was the 1950s draft. I have no idea when that was.
Maybe 2015?
Yeah.
4 or 5 years, something like that. But there's a great community. I was just on the Forgotten Filmcast, so I had a fun time with Todd. We did a movie called Night Riders, but it's a really great community. And then your website. Do you want to tell them about your website before we get out of here?
My site is lifeversusfilm.com, lifevsfilm.com. I don't really do a lot there, but there's some reviews. There isn't a review of Anaconda. There probably won't be a review of Anaconda, but there's other more reputable films are reviewed there now and then.
Hey, so how about this? Do you want to record like a minute, like a 30-second ad? And since I forgot to ask you in the beginning of this, and then I'll just put it on. I'll put it on before the podcast as like an advertisement for the Lamb, or do you not want to do that?
I don't want to do that.
Fair enough. I was like,
no, I think you got it. You covered it with like if people are writers, they can join the Lamb. It's the Large Association of Movie Blogs. It's an international association of movie blogs. It's large. We have almost 2,000 members, so if anyone has a blog or a podcast or anything to do with films and they want to be a member, then head over to largehousemovievlogs.com and sign up.
And there's
We'd love to have
there's
you.
fun polls and drafts and movies of the month.
Yeah, the Facebook page is facebook.com/largehousemovievlogs, I think, where we hold polls to determine the best of a certain category of film. Right now it's Spielberg films. I think this is probably going to come in September, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be doing our best Stephen King movies in September.
That's your polls have been blowing up too. I've been really happy to see that.
I've been having fun with them.
All right,
not always agreeing with where they're heading. I feel like Jurassic Park's not going to make it much longer in the Spielberg poll, but we'll see.
Wait.
It's not going to win because it's facing off against Last Crusade next, which it'll probably take. That's fine. But the next round it'll be up against Raiders, and that's a tough cookie to crack.
Yeah, that's bad. Oh, but in honor of you, we were cleaning the house the other day and we watched the third Indiana Jones. I love that movie.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it. That won the best 1989 film bracket.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. And that was my first pick in the draft.
Yeah. Well, no, next to Cyborg, of course.
Yes, of course. Cyborg got knocked out in the first round. But other than that,
I was the one guy saying that the whole thing was rigged.
I mean, yeah, I'm not saying I rig them all entirely, but if I've got something that I think is going to win, it might be up against, I don't know, a terrible film first round. Just to be sure.
Cyborg?
Yeah, I can't remember what knocked Cyborg out.
Anything.
Yeah, there's not much that wouldn't have done it.
All right. Hey, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, for Jay Cluett, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.